Ladies and gentlemen,
the Delta Podcast. The Delta Podcast. Delta Podcast.
Right. Good morning, Motswana wetu. Welcome to the Delta Podcast. Today I've got a very lovely lady here. You can see it by yourself, Hore. She's very beautiful.
Thank you.
And her name is Ncinci, but too much from her. I would like her to introduce herself and tell us where we are at this very moment on this beautiful day. Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for that introduction. My name is Ncinci Moitsadi Motswana, and I am a firstborn daughter to Machele in Molepolole. I moved back to, I say back because I went to school in Maun a few years ago. I met Maun in 1999. I left in 2001. But I've been a frequent flower of Maun until I decided in 2017 that this should be home. Yeah. So I packed up my kids, my dogs, and here we are in Maun. It's been a very lovely place to be. Being far from home is not usually a very nice thing, but because I've always loved Maun, this is just where my heart has been. So I fought to stay in whatever situation. So today, right now, we are at Okavango. This is literally the 7th or 8th venue I've ever had in terms of location for this for the brand name Okavango.
Okay.
Because I'm a fighter.
I like that.
Yes, only because I'm a fighter.
Yes.
I have sold under the trees. I've had a food truck. I've tried this and that location. Now we are at the power station, and to be quite honest, hoping and wishing that we grow into a much bigger entity, a bigger food brand than we've been. Yes. It's been a very long 11 years of building the brand, but welcome to Okavango at the power station. It's actually, we call it Lorato La Dijo House, shop number 5. And you can find us here any day, anytime. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. Yes. After church. If there's anything that I've quite realized is that as a young Motswana woman, you can't run a business without God. It doesn't work. You get bent very quickly. Hey. So, Okavango is a food brand. How can a food brand? Ra host di birthday party. La khona go tla le babedi le tla dinareng. Le khona go tla o ja o le nosi. Rena le mo re go bitsa re ke everyday lunch ka bo re EDL. Are kata plate their thing is quite affordable. Monday to Friday for the office guys who eat out. It's like 40 pula plate.
Amazing.
I had the pleasure and opportunity to go overseas with the Ministry of Entrepreneurship and Botswana Tourism last year and experienced a lot of culinary excursions that were happening in Konteko. And we eventually ke boa ebe ke decide gore tota mmele rona ka re mo Maun wa thaela ga rena di excursion tsa dijo tse dintsi ke ra gore batho ba tsamaya ba di Delta reng ba khona go bona batho ba di basket but dijo tsa Setswana ba di utwa kae ba di tlhalosediwa ke mang wa bona. So luckily ebe re ke decide gore nya a re dire di packaging yana tse ileng gore di encourage di tourist ka pele batho ba sa itseng dijo tsa Setswana gore ba to go do. So we've got a tasting which is about $13.
Okay.
Tasting ya teng ke go bontsha dijo tsa rona tsa Setswana di sa apewa e be ke go tuisa go le go nyenyanela mo utlwela gore a o kgathege o boe e be go nna le a bobedi yone which is about $30 ha le tlale ke le ha experience e full ya dinara ya dijo tsa Setswana go se swabo lo leme le chotlo dijo tsotlhe tso ka di akanyang tsa Setswana wa bona e be re nna le nngwe ya boraro ye ke leng gore yone is more hands on so ba emba me ha bata ra tsama mmogo ra go marketeng ra go reka dijo tsone tsa Setswana mmogo re tsana mo dishopong mo re reka se re se tlhokang ra bua ra tarapa mmogo ra go tsa melelo ra re rotlhe ra apa and then e be re tla re hella re jela kgang ke gore ba bontsha gape kana gore dijo tsa Setswana batho ba di tsa mothogo mme go bua nnete they are not an easy thing to prepare ga se go bidisa hela gape o dijo tsa Setswana di monate di le mo mollong a ke
di tlhoka mollone o
di kgong so ke gone go mo re hella re ba ditse gore ba tle re be re kgotsa melelo ra pa mmogo ke motho le go besa nama thata ke di flavor tsa me ka bontsi tota di tswa mo go beseng and go besa ga rona mona twa teng o tswa mo mophaneng so re na le experience re batla go ha batho experience e monate ya go dira braai ka mophane because nama teng e monate tota la o ka e betsa yala le ka lojai mosiwo le kone wa bona so re na le nngwe package yone ya braai re go ntshetsa dinama tsotlhe tso ka ile akanyang tsa Botswana gore ra go kgantshetsa ya o pudi ya o eng ra ba o mo be le gore nya ra go besetsa ka polo a ipesetsa wa bona re kgona go betsa seluna ba style ga rena la ile mathata wa ntlhaloganya go besetsa ka po o ipesetsa totala the ideas that le kgone batho ba kgone go enjoy the atmosphere ba je monate ya bo hello schedule yone it's about $120 per person re bitsa traditional group ya ba dinela re bitsa mongwe a leboko a tla ba bokela ra ba ire le buffet yona dijo tsa Setswana tota dionyana tse re di dirang kwa ga o ka re di tota ha gona le dijo mo teng
Hey, you said a lot of things, and I want to go back and unpack them. Yeah, no?
Yes, me kana no go sahelela. Ke bonela re ke tlalla ke go timile nako go.
Yeah, Jona ke tla tsone di khantsweletse. Ke tsone tse re se tletse. We want you to actually tell exactly what it is that you do so that Motswana ko lapeng or anybody for that matter can actually come in and say, you know what, I really want to have the Ncinci experience because it's not just the brand, it's an experience. From what you're telling me, it's a whole experience and it's different, you know. So how we are, and I'm thinking this is food tourism at its best. And Motswana ko lapeng doesn't know what this is what you can get. How to le mo Maun from wherever you're coming from. Look for food tourism, and Ncinci is the place to actually get this experience. Because I was not even aware of these, what you're telling me about the excursions, marketing, because that's what people are looking for, you know. Le ha le Motswana le ko lapeng wa ka nya gore o itse go apa Setswana hela. Gona le tselo gore ga o di taya o to go rutiwa o to go iponela lwena ha secret recipe ke tsa dia tswa hala go ile hana o no itse gore mophane is actually an ingredient ka bo yone mophane wood we tsore I'm learning a lot, but let's take it back, right? So we are meeting Ncinci right now. This brand, like you said, it's been a long 11 years, but how did it start?
Well, like every great thing on survival mode. You know, for you to realize that something is going to be something, to be quite honest, I think they say pressure makes diamonds. And hey, I can say ke se hambana ke bereka eng ke dira jang ke reng e be re hella ke decide gore me kana ke itse go apa total ke eng ke sa ile ke go batho ke ra go kwa lapeng ntse itlhele ke apa ditsala di tla di ja hela le bona itlhele ba tsaba ntha ba re mthamo di motla go le ke se di jwe wa bona. So I had tried before the food business, but because I cook differently, I had a large I had a problem in entering the market. My food was different. My food wasn't cooked with spices.
Yes.
It was healthy.
Yes.
So it was a bit of a problem. Even though in daily beef stew,
Yes.
so I guess the palate was a little bit too much for a lot of people to understand. But it took some time after eventually now said, guys,
Yeah.
we need to be okay with what
Yes.
we are eating
Yes.
now, the
Yes.
type of oils, the type of
Yes.
salts, the type
Yeah.
of spices, the things that we use. So I pushed on, I didn't give up.
Yeah.
What helped also is because ne ke na le garden ka ha thoko ka hae le na le the fresh herbs and vegetables
Okay.
and all of those things.
Okay.
So it made it easier for me to actually drive my message across.
Yes.
It's similar to lapeng. I think kitchen ya teng e ka skebe hetelwane khone re ntse mo go yone. And gore ke gone go iphitlhela ke le gone ha go bua nnete ga se ka hanga ga re hey ke na le formula ra ka re ne ke ira yana ne ke ira yana ne ke le like tsoga phakela ke tlhala modimo wa makile plan.
Like you said, you did God. You did God in this.
So that's basically how Kwahanyi began. Kwahabrone 2014, Kwalapeng, Batune Baudaras, Clarisos, one and Simologo, Recibita Rike Money Tree. That's where people used to eat under. So the guy who designed the logo said, look, you're not going to be here forever.
Yes,
Take it
like
everywhere,
that.
but wherever you go,
Yeah.
the tree will be there, and
Yes.
whoever sits under that tree to eat will be blessed with love, with richness. Kore basically, the love will spread.
Yes, yes.
So I believe right now, ka re bona re le ha ro tlhahana, re under the money tree. I don't know go tsamanga sa, you know, asa tsa la ha ile sepenyana. Mo go Kwahanyi. That's what it is. The connections that we make. I wish I could say we are all about food. We are, but the food is what brings the people together. Hence why the slogan is love food and light up your life. Because your love of food will bring you here. You are going to meet somebody is going to do something good for you,
Yes.
or you're going to do something good for them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
Yeah.
basically what that slogan means.
It's that connection. Yeah, it's all about connection, but it starts at the table.
Yes.
I like that.
It starts at the
Yeah.
table. It's just that,
I
or
really
it starts
love
under
that.
the tree.
Under
should
the
we
tree,
say.
should we say?
So
I
go
love
tswahela
that.
bogologolo ka 2014 tsone dio tse ntseng ke go di bolella tse including the outside catering leng ke dio tse ntseng di diragala but on small scale le
Yeah.
nna ke sa kgone di-tourist a di loko batho ne re yala ha bana le ba eng go ga borone kwa go a re ba fila gore ba batla go ba isa go somewhere different nyana because that's what people are looking for.
Yes.
So ba tla le di-tourist ka bo batho ba ba di-expatriate tse di berekang ko ntle ba ba tlisa ko gannye.
Yeah.
So it only came to my realization once I was in Maun. What was happening there, you were getting prepared for here.
Yes,
And here
yes.
now, we are hoping
Yeah.
to take it to a larger scale, a much more economic
Yes,
scale that will make us some money
Right.
and kind of help us
Yeah.
grow
Yeah.
even more than where we are. Because the
Amazing.
idea is to take this to the rest of the world.
Yeah, I
And
love that.
the idea also is to not just focus on this type of restaurant, I call it an experiential restaurant because you come here, it's not the same.
Yes.
Everybody has their own different thing. I mean, you can see with the kids here today, we've set up for a 9-year-old party
Yes.
as compared to just like sometimes you'll find a 16-year-old party, a book reading, a church gathering.
Yes.
So we are looking for those kind of things and, nice, beautiful, amazing things that could happen.
That's very interesting. I like this journey. You're sitting at home, you have a skill. You're not saying like who's gonna hire
Man,
me.
okay, so you batla yang gompieno go motho a ka nna le permanent salary o ka nna botokanyana e tala e ya go build di-brand tare bolawe. But go bula business ke so se batang ya ka ke ne ke go tlhalosetsa modimo. Hey. Yeah, because it's not an easy journey this thing, especially when you're starting a business from no financial background that's really safe, you know what I mean? Like tata ile ke ka really safe ga bula la ile ka sepe wa ntlhaloganya. So go mo go thata tota, it's a very very hard journey. You need to be able to have a heart that's not going to lead you to the tree.
Yes.
You need to have a heart that's not going to turn you into a drug addict. You need a heart that's not going to turn you into an alcoholic, because there's so much pressure that sometimes you feel like maybe I need an escape. Maybe I need this. Akanya batho ba le 6, 7, 10 ba go letsa ka letsatsi ba bata madi mo go ene. And on top of that, ga se ba dikoloto hela, it's your mother, it's your sister, it's your brother, it's your friend, it's your cousin. Yo lo sa bolongo mo kolota, dude.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
I can understand with that. And also with the food business, you know, there's a lot of challenges. Like, I like that you said you had your own garden from which you were sourcing.
Yes.
You know, because that's always a challenge in food, especially with healthy food, because you want herbs that you're gonna be using, and health and eco spa sometimes they are not there. What do you do?
All the time.
And when your menu is there, somebody's saying, I want this dish.
All the time.
You know? So,
can I tell you, my menu is not stable because of dijo mo Maun.
I completely understand that.
Sometimes, especially in dijo tse ke apang ka tsone thata ka ke tlhalosa go di have, we like fresh food. So how go ke tla be ke go ra ke re senane. That's why I'm not so specific about what I, but so what's really in it, and I'm like, really, what's available? Especially in Maun, because it's a little tough for me to be able to specifically say this is it, because I get an shopong I get and it might be just steak or you know this. It's just what it is, just like that. But it's that's what it is. I enjoy it though, because na ke motho lo tshameka ka dijo. Ebile totala gore ke enjoy dijo ke ha go sena dijo gore o nje monate.
Creative yalo.
O mpitse thama fridge ya gago e sena sepe. Wa go founela ditsala.
The Delta Podcast. The Delta